Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Finally, let's finish off 8.3. It's going to be 8.3.2, weapon with Wakandan Claws, special knockdown, armor break immunity, and defensive transference. The boss is going to be Superior Iron Man, Iron Patriot, Heimdall, Rogue, Yondu, and Nova. And to finish off, there is going to be a boss, Attuma. Now you will need a striker that will help you capture the weapon. I would suggest you to bring your highest rarity relic, so like a 6-star, so you can fill up your spirit meter faster. Now the best champions here are going to be champions that are mystic and bleed immunes, just to play around the node until you get the weapon for yourself. So bleed immune mystics is the way to go. They make the path super easy. You can alternatively also bring in a Ronin. He can cheese the whole path as well. Maybe not Rogue so much or Nova so much, but he can take out most of the fights. And again, some of the options are going to be Cosmic Ghost Rider and your Hercules, the crazy ones. You can get through them easily also. Make sure to boost well. And the boss is Attuma with aggressive attack, health, shock vulnerability, and readable determination. More on him later in the video. So let's jump into the pathways. The first fight is going to be against a superior Iron Man. I am going to use a Dragon Man here because one, he is bleed immune, and secondly, with the power gain I can quickly throw a special attack, and that with the knockdown will remove the weapon node on the defender. Now after that, if I throw an SP2, that will do 400% extra damage because of the node, and then I can go back and use my striker and I can get that weapon for myself. So right here, if I keep spamming SP2, that is going to give him quite a bit of damage. And because there's extra damage from Dragon Man in the corner, so that makes Dragon Man a really cool pick for this path. And again, just in the corner, wait for the buffs for him to expire and he will get bleed. And it's just a Whomping Willow and you can kill off Spider-Man quite easily. Just got clipped with SP2 and armor break, and incidentally that will also put degen on Superior Iron Man. So Dragon Man is a great counter for this path. Now fight number 2 is going to be against an Iron Patriot. Now here I am going to use a Ronin and show how to cheese with him. Now every time you block a hit, there is going to be an armor on the opponent, and also he is going to be armor break immune, so you won't be able to remove it. So once he has 10 armors, just keep blocking once you have an SP2 or almost 2 bars of power, and just keep blocking, and then there goes the first SP1. Now he is permanently stunned, and all you need to do is to cheese him out. You might get a bleed because of natural expiry of the armor until you natural expiry of the buff until you remove the weapon node, but once you use a SP1 and knockdown with a special attack, you don't have to worry about the weapon node. Just keep going, keep hitting, and it's a quick kill with Ronin. Using the same concept for the third fight, I'm gonna bring in an Absorbing Man and go with his Uru form, where he is immune to shock and bleed, and slowly build up to an SP1, throw that out, and then the weapon is disarmed. Now ideally you should do that when you're almost at 2 bars of power, because when the weapon is disarmed, your SP2 does 400% extra damage. But I'm just gonna keep in Uru form and I'm gonna use my heavy attacks into SP1s, and that should do enough damage to kill Heimdall off quickly. Only thing you need to take care about that whenever he will throw a special, there is a chance for him to auto block, so be wary about that. Keep him to an SP1 only. His SP2 can be really annoying to deal with and can also do quite a bit of damage with back-to-back XP2s. They're evadable and unblockable, so you're definitely gonna get hit by that. So yeah, slow and steady, you can take him out. Not really a difficult defender to deal with. Then we have Rogue as a defender. Now Shuri is not the best champion for this path. I just recently ranked 3 her, my first 7-star rank 3, so I just brought her in so I can kill Rogue off quickly. But she is not the best champion for this path, so I would say stick to bleed immunes or stick to power gain champions so you can get a special very quickly and you knock down the opponent. And from there onwards, when the weapon is disarmed, you don't need to worry about the bleeds, and with the striker you can capture the armor and you can keep doing their damage to Rogue just like I am using with Shuri. Now I don't have to worry about getting bleeds. Let her throw the SP2 out and go back in and keep attacking. So you can usually use other champions as well. I just prefer Mystic champions with bleed immunity. They are the best ones. You don't have to worry about the armor ups too. And then fight number 5 is going to be a Yondu. I'm going to bring in a Dragon Man again. First for the power gain. Secondly, I can corner and do a lot of damage. And also with Yondu's Yaka arrows, if you get hit and you are bleed immune, you get an armor break on you. And whenever you will armor break Dragon Man, it will apply a degen on the opponent. So because of that, I brought in a Dragon Man. You can just keep him cornered. Let Yondu only trigger SP1 is much easier to evade. With SP2, the only thing you can do is block it, and it does a lot of chip damage to you. Just to stay away from that, just keep him in the corner and let him spam his SP1s, and you can go back and attack. Once he is in the corner, he will take extra damage with Dragon Man, and you can always spam your specials to take away the armor and disarm him, and then use a striker to capture it for yourself. Might be slightly longer fight because of the armors, but don't worry about that. It is an easy takedown. Plenty of options you can use, but the best ones will be Mystic champions with bleed immunity. The most annoying fight of the path is going to be a Nova at the end of it, because he can go auto block, he can go unblockable, he can gain power and get to an SP3 if you push him too close. So he's all sorts of annoying. His specials are also a bit annoying to deal with, although by this time you should be very comfortable on doing that. But then again, it is a Nova. I have brought in a Black Widow Clairvoyant, and that will help me put that buff immunity on him every now and then. And because I will take the armor weapon from him, so anytime he has any of his buffs expired, that is also going to apply a passive bleed. And yeah, Nova Black Widow Clairvoyant is a great option against Nova. You can use other champions as well that can control his buffs and also bleed immune, so they work really well against Nova. Slow and steady, take him out. SP1 and even SP2 you can evade, but just don't take him too close to an SP3, because while he dashes forward he gains power, and because of that he can also go into an SP3 and ruin your whole path. So yeah, that's about it, all the whole path. I will see you on the boss fight. That will be Attuma. The boss fight is going to be an Attuma, and he is going to have a few nodes that are shock vulnerability, redouble determination, aggressive attack, and health. So basically bring a champion that can apply those shocks on him, and you can also use white mag as pre-fight, and that is enough to take him down. You know, every time you apply a shock, his hydration charges will go down. So I am going to use a Shuri here, but remember, the difficult part of this fight is you don't push him to an SP3 because there is redouble determination. So as long for every debuff on the opponent, his defensive power gain will be increased. So if you have like 10 or 12 kind of shocks on him, you have to be careful. Make sure to bring in white mags. You can use him at the selector, so that will make your life much easier. You don't have to worry about the shrug off. And yeah, that's about it. Both the specials are easily evadable, and you can bring him down. If he goes unstoppable, just parry a little, and that will remove the unstoppable too. So yeah, thank you for joining in, guys, and 2 more videos on 8.3. Let's complete that up so we can move on to the Necropolis live runs. See you later, guys. Bye.